You don't say.
You don't say. What is going on, everybody? And welcome to another edition of Backwoods Veterans BV Nation Radio right here on Backwoods Veterans Media, right here on YouTube. So while you're at it, be sure to hit the subscribe button and make sure you go ahead and click on that little bell to let you know when we go live here on BV Nation Radio, as well as letting you know when we upload new content, as you probably saw here about 15 minutes ago, right here on our YouTube channel. So as always, I am your host, J-Dub, coming at you live from remote here on the from the Backwoods Veterans Media headquarters here in Beaver Creek, Oregon. And join with me, as always, is the lovely Miss Mariah, a.k.a. Sexy Girlfriend.
Oh, sexy girlfriend!
All right, girl, you're so basic. They say you're basic, they say you're easy.
However, I do believe that she is going to be relinquishing her title of basic here very soon. Anyhow, moving right on along.
Why do you say that?
Oh, trust me, we'll get to that here in a little bit.
Oh,
so,
gosh.
anyhow, moving right on along, we are also joined from over in Kentucky, Oregon, our good buddy, the Dapper Sapper himself, my fellow U.S. Army veteran. Yes, U.S. Army veteran. God, I can't talk tonight. And our resident outdoor expert, good old Jonathan Toll.
Here's Johnny.
The show can wait. I need to look pretty.
Yes.
And helping us, keeping the show going from the Cowboy Technology Studios down the street in Oregon City, Oregon, is our producer, the high-tech redneck himself, good old Josh.
The high-tech redneck.
You are having issues today.
I was going to say, you give me a hard time trying to read stuff.
Yes, I do.
This is one that you read all the time.
I know, right? Which is kind of out of character. Anyhow, quick shout out and thank you to our sponsors right here on Backwoods Veterans Media. First off, to our friends up at Eric's Armory and ericsarmory.com for other shooting, reloading, and tactical needs, whatever it may be, whether shopping in store or online, be sure to have our friends up at Eric's Armory and ericsarmory.com. More on those guys here in a little bit. And to our friend Tiny over at Tiny CB Shop, located in Molalla, Oregon. You can also find them at tinycbshop.com, whether you're needing a new CB, whether you're looking to get it installed, tweaked, and peaked, or whatever the case may be sure to hit up our buddy Tiny at Tiny CB Shop. And be sure to check out all the outstanding shows that we have to offer here on Backwoods Veterans Media by going to our webpage of backwoodsvets.com, where you can find all your favorite shows, whether it's the Fence Line Country, Friday Night Debauchery, or even right here on BV Nation Radio. You can find them all over there on backwoodsvets.com. We have one event coming up on the calendar that's floating in the air. Was scheduled for Saturday, May 23rd. That's Memorial Day weekend. However, it has been postponed, not canceled. It is still going to happen. We're just trying to work on a date right now. And because of all that, all I can say is thanks, Corona, for our second annual Guitars for Stars, benefiting our friends over at the Fallen Outdoors. So, like I said, it is going to be at the Beaver Creek Saloon here in Beaver Creek, Oregon. And what road is that on, Mariah?
Beaver Creek Road.
There you go.
Hey,
Because
did you
I
say
know
Beaver
someone's going to say something about it.
You said Beaver Creek, right?
Yes.
Just checking. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was the Beaver Creek Saloon?
Yes.
Beaver Creek Saloon on
Beaver Creek Road,
Road.
right? Yeah. Okay.
yep,
Yep.
in
And that's in Beaver Creek, Oregon, I think.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm noticing a theme here. It tells
Huh.
you the size of the town. So, anyhow, speaking of Guitars for Stars, head over to either our website at backwoodsvets.com, or you can go directly to our friends over at ericsarmory.com, and you can find your tickets for this year's grand prize rifle that is going to be raffled off. And it is a beautiful thing. So head over. Tickets are $15 a piece. They get you into the drawing for it. If you buy your tickets online, that's fine. You're able to do that. The folks from Eric's Armory will actually send you a picture of your ticket stub, so that way you get your number for the drawing. So, and we will be giving that away when we do have our event. It is going to be given away at the event. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. So as soon as we get a day locked in, that's when we're going to be giving this stuff away. And we got a lot more stuff that we're going to be giving away too. We got stuff, compliments from our friends up at Valhalla Woodforge, Vortex Optics, S&B watches, and many, many other donors that have helped donate to this cause, or being able to help raise money for the Fallen Outdoors. So it's a great cause. And like I said, go get your tickets right now for the rifle. It's a one-of-a-kind AR-10 platform / M5E1 donated by Aero Precision. We did the build here at Backwoods Veterans Media along with our friends up at Eric's Armory. And thank you as well to Sig Sauer for donating the Whiskey 3 scope that is on it as well. And I'm telling you, this thing is gorgeous. It is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to do the test shoot on this thing coming up here pretty soon.
And for viewers that have commented and messaged me saying, "Hey, can we come shoot it?" or "When can I shoot it?" If you win it, you can shoot it. We here at BV Nation haven't even got to shoot it yet because of this damn coronavirus crap. So keep your pants on there, people.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
hey, by the way,
'Cause
John.
the ranges have been closed.
By the way, John, I'm going to need you to stop doing what you did just a little bit ago.
What did I do?
What do you do?
He took off that hat and showed that hippie mop of hair that he's got on his head.
somebody needs a haircut.
Dude,
There's
I'm
a
not
lot of
Sapper
people that need
Sapper
haircuts
anymore.
right
I'm
now.
the Big Lebowski Sapper. Sapper abides, man.
Sapperski, the big Sapperski.
You can always just go high and tight, John.
This shutdown will not stand, man.
I will not stand, man.
Oh,
Element, Kate.
You're
Oh,
on
don't
your
worry,
own,
there's
Brown
content.
Eye.
There's content.
Take it easy.
We'll talk about that.
You're right. So, anyhow, going into our roundtable right quick. First off, John, what is new? What is happening? And what is burning in the back of your mind right now, brother?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just waiting for this damn shutdown to end, or whatever you want to call it. Like, just stop it. Just stop it, Tom. Just stop it. Enough. No.
Fuck Tom.
Thank you, Snodgrass. That very much appreciate. Anyways, no, it's been a pretty quiet week, and then went out to the woods again because that's pretty much the only thing that you can do these days is get out in the high country, and drove around and finally took the new rifle out to test fire it. So,
And no, he's not talking about the G4S rifle.
no, Nope. Not just the 4S rifle. My 300 blackout, and very very pleased with it so far. So more to come on that. But that's about the limit of my week in review. Not very exciting. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, all good. Sometimes an uneventful week is not a bad one. So, Miss Mariah, what about you? What's going on with things in your world right now, aside from this?
Well, of course, there's this.
Go on.
Kind of a long work week, long hours this last week, so I didn't have a whole lot of free time, but did get to welcome 4 new little friends to the family farm. So we now have Shaker, Runt, Indy, and we haven't picked out another name yet for our new pigs.
Oh, you mean you didn't name them Bacon, Ham, and Ham Hock?
No, we did not. We have Shaker, Indy, Runt, and one other one. I'm not sure yet. So we did get to welcome them to the new farm. So
Freaking
they're
hippies.
doing good and everything. So excited to see them grow. They're going to taste so good.
Bacon seeds! Nom, nom, nom,
Yep.
nom, nom.
This would not stand, man.
Other than that, not a whole lot's been happening. Kind of had a quiet day yesterday with my family. So.
Very nice indeed. High Tech, what's up with you, brother?
You know, it's we've had some sunny weather, we've had some rainy weather. It's been a little bit of a mix of everything. So just been taking the opportunities when it is nice to get outside and do a little bit of yard work, a little bit of cleanup, that sort of thing. Other than that, been helping my daughter with her school projects, and she had to go do some baking yesterday. So she was baking some.
I heard something about that.
Yeah, she was baking some Star Wars cupcakes and then
Nice.
some
May the
these.
4th.
That's right. Well, because tomorrow's a holiday. You know, it's May the 4th be with you. So
Yes.
we're celebrating. So yeah, so she we went over to her mom's house and she spent like 6 hours baking all that up and doing all that, and I fed my belly with a huge breakfast and then proceeded with a nap. So
Now here's another question about it. Since tomorrow is May the 4th, you know, we have the big Star Wars thing about May the 4th be with you. So you say she did a lot of baking. You know, there's one thing that you can do to really help alleviate a lot of that time. Because now, is she making cookies and stuff for it? Like making Yoda-shaped cookies?
no, this was a plate or arrangement that she did of cupcakes, and she colored them differently. Basically, had two lightsabers crossing, and then she had little stormtroopers with little marshmallow heads.
Because
and,
one easy way that she could have done that is she could have bought you a bunch of yogurt cups and put an Afro pick in it and called it good. Oh, wait, never mind. We're talking Star Wars, not Spaceballs. My bad.
I'm like, what the hell are you talking? Oh my God,
Wow.
you're fired.
I'm
The
surprised
sports
you
with-
didn't catch on to it at all. I'm
I-
disappointed in you.
Yeah,
May the
yeah, you
Schwartz
should be.
with you.
May the Schwartz be with you.
So yeah, so we did that yesterday, and then had made breakfast this morning, and I actually ran down to Sherry's because I've been missing some stuffed hash browns. So went and picked up some stuffed hash browns for everybody, and we made up some bacon, and
Is Sherry's doing takeout right now?
they absolutely are 8 o'clock,
Oh,
8
bro.
a.m. till 8 p.m.
Bro, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Big sign out front there, by the way, that says that. Of course, I don't think you'd really drive through that way too much anymore, but anyways,
No, not really.
yeah. So it was good though. Like I said, I'd been missing some hash browns, some stuffed hash browns from Sherry's. So we had that, and that was a good breakfast. And then yeah, we'll have some big what we call manwiches here later for dinner. So
Nom. There you go.
yeah, just sitting
No,
around the
yeah.
house getting fat, you know.
Hey, you do what you got to do, right?
Well, at least
So-
for a few weeks, I'm gonna sit around the house and get fat.
So, nope, not much on this end. Just trying to plug away at this modified work week that we got going on right now. This whole Wednesday through Saturday thing, 12 hours a day, is just,
Monotonous.
oh my God, you have no idea. But on a pleasant note, I was able to get away and actually go back to the shop on Friday for a little bit. So I was like, oh my God, ran to talking to our buddy Stefan, or as Miss Mariah over here likes to call him Miss Stephanie, as she likes to give him a bad time, the bearded bastard from out Malala way. So, no, I looked at him, I was like, I've never been so happy to get back to work ever. Just this working from home thing is nice, but it gets old after a while. So, other than that, what's that?
It's for the birds.
Yeah, exactly. So, other than that, hasn't been too bad. Just like I said, plugging away and taking things day by day. Nothing too wild and exciting. So, last week, had our new intern Randy Ray. Bring moved down here from Montana, so help him finish getting settled in and stuff down here.
Oh, fuck it up, Randy.
Try getting him hooked up with going on to sports church earlier, but for some reason the servers or stuff was not working correctly for him to jump on and play World of Tanks with those guys. But who knows? We'll get the kinks worked out eventually. So other than that, not a whole lot going on this side. So
what do you mean by I'm not going to be so basic anymore?
So I think high tech can actually help answer this question as well.
I'm very curious about this because I know nothing of what you speak.
Oh, you lie. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. So right now, there's a group of us, since G4S is being moved, there's a few of us that are getting together doing a camping trip over that weekend.
Hey,
and
we're wiretapped. Kate Brown is going to find out.
That's all I got to say about that, Governor. Anyhow, we're giving one of our viewers a very bad time because she's always complaining about how accident prone she is.
Yeah.
And since then, her nickname has been changed to Queen Disaster Fall or Queen Disaster Potential.
Yes, Queen Disaster Potential. Yes.
And, we basically she brought up the fact that she has her basic tendencies, and we have come to the conclusion that because she is a quote unquote Queen of Disaster Potential, she is royally basic.
Well, she is getting a sash.
So, because of the fact that she is royally basic, she is now the basic one of the bunch. The basic. I mean, you still have your tendencies, and John is still the basic Central Oregon bro. But Miss Disaster is the true Queen of Basic. Therefore, your title is now being yanked and passed off. I mean, am I wrong for this assumption, gentlemen?
I wouldn't say she's exactly off of being basic, because I mean, she's still pumpkin spice basic,
Okay, but there's a difference between having one or two or a few little tendencies versus full on royal basic. Am I wrong?
The test will tell.
Okay, fair enough, good sir. So, all right, well, enough basic talk about basic people. We're just gonna go ahead and move on into our next segment.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute.
What?
We can't go on. We have to acknowledge all the people that are in our chat.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Thank you very much, High Tech. Thank you for
almost
squaring
smacked
dare
you
you.
upside the head with High Tech there.
So first of all, we have Queen DP.
royally basic.
Is that mean for deep penetrating?
We have Mr. Matt Crosby in here with us. Mr. Richie the Pimp King, says Osayo. We've got Katrina Stanley from out there in Prine, Kentucky, in the other room there. We got Harley checking in with us here.
Very nice.
Mr. Matt Jackson. We got Inga, our taco maker. She's here.
Hi-oh.
Hanging around, and I even saw Mickey Severson,
the Harambe keeper.
Yep, and Jesse from TFO and Eric's Armory. He's
Very nice.
Here with us as well. So, yeah, we got a few people checked in. So, Jesse says that the woods were a little packed this weekend. He said he has 2 different OSP officers stop by. One of them happened to seriously destroy his top cornhole player.
Oh!
So, by cornhole player, does he mean something about a rear end, or?
Anyhow.
Backdoor.
So, did you say backdoor?
Brenna.
He sure did.
Hey, see, you didn't even have to cue that soundbite up. They did it themselves, man.
Backdoor.
Brenna.
It's Carl. Anyhow, moving right along. So let's go ahead and jump into our next segment known as the Great Outdoors. Good sir.
This outdoor segment is brought to you in part by Eric's Armory. And now, for your outdoor segment host,
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
What is up, BB Nation? So tonight for your outdoor segment, we have a couple things lined up. Some of it is new content that was posted to YouTube earlier or I should say this evening, right before the show, actually. That was worked on today. So normally I would shamelessly plug our sponsor of Eric's Armory, but you know what? I got something better. I'm gonna let the video do it for me. Go ahead and spin it on up, Josh.
Oh, we're doing it to start with. Well, hold on a second.
Okay.
I thought that.
No, we weren't, but hold on.
You weren't looking
No
at
worries.
script.
Nation, welcome to the channel. Before we get started, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, give us a like, and share out the channel. It helps us out immensely. A huge shout out to our sponsor and subject of today's video, Eric's Armory. Check them out at ericsarmory.com or on their Facebook page and Instagram at Eric's Armory. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about guns. Specifically, the types of guns and custom builds and orders that you can get from our sponsor, Eric's Armory. Both of the firearms that you see before you are custom orders from Eric's Armory. This is just a taste of what they can provide to you. So we're going to go through these two firearms and we'll get started. So first we have a Mark 18 sort of modification from Aero Precision. It is not a rifle, in case the ATF is watching. It is a pistol. That's a pistol brace on it. God, ATF laws are so arbitrary and ridiculous. But anyways, we'll go into it a little bit. So it is a Daniel Defense Aero Precision hybrid Mark 18 modification. It is an Aero Precision M04E14 enhanced upper and lower with a Daniel Defense 10.3 inch 300 blackout barrel with a Daniel Defense Mark 18 RISI 2 rail system. It has a Lantec enhanced bolt carrier group, SIG Romeo 5 red dot sight, Radian Raptor SD charging handle, Radian Talon safety set to the 45-degree short throw. It has a Geisley SSP trigger on it, the Maximum Defense PDW brace, and Lancer Advanced Warfighter magazines. This rifle is a year in the making. It is a completely 100% custom build. All the parts were ordered through ericsarmory.com and through their company, and they helped me out immensely in sourcing the parts and putting this thing together. And it is one hell of a pistol. And yeah, it's just a good taste, good example of what the guys at Eric's Armory can do for you. I highly recommend looking into doing a custom build with them. It has been an amazing process from start to finish. The next rifle that you see on the table is the Remington 700 Magpul Enhanced. So this rifle I ordered as a complete rifle from the shop, and they got it in. I placed the order, told Eric and Jesse what I wanted, and this came in within the week. And I couldn't have been happier with this rifle either. It is a nail driver, very accurate. So we'll go through it real quick. It is the Remington, like I said, 700 Magpul Enhanced, chambered in 300 Win Mag. It's topped with a Vortex Diamondback Tactical 16x44 scope. And it, of course, uses the 5-round detachable box magazines from Magpul. It has a 24-inch fluted bull barrel that is threaded for a suppressor as well. This rifle is absolutely amazing, and another prime great example of the types of things that Eric and Jesse and folks over there at Eric's Armory can do for you. So, with that, go check them out, you guys. Seriously, see if you have any kind of inkling for a custom rifle or a custom build. These are the types of things that they can do for you. Be sure to tell them that we sent you if you go check them out and decide to buy anything. That's greatly appreciated on our end. And while you're there, don't forget to purchase a raffle ticket for the G4S Grand Prize raffle this year, which is the custom Aero Precision Sig Sauer 308. They have the tickets at Eric's Armory. You can order them online, or you can go to the shop and purchase them and actually have the physical ticket. You'll buy the ticket, they'll give you the receipt for it, or email you the receipt and the ticket number. And then when we get ready to draw for the rifle, which will be at our event, Guitars for Stars, right now it is postponed. We'll keep everybody updated on when we're going to be doing that. But right as of now, it's postponed. Don't worry, we're still going to raffle the rifle at some point. But yeah, you'll have your tickets and we'll draw the winner. So with that, guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give us a like and share us out. It's greatly appreciated, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks.
Well, thank you, John.
All right. Yeah, good job, brother.
Yeah, man. So, as we discussed earlier in pre-production, yes, there are actually 2 rifles missing from that because, unfortunately, it's not the easiest for me to get over to the valley to shoot videos at the moment. The 2 rifles that I'd be referring to are our wonderful co-hosts and producers, or hosts and producers, AR-15s that were done at Eric's shop, Justin and Josh's AR-15s, their Aero Precision builds. Yeah. Guys, do you want to talk about your experiences with them at all?
Oh, man. So, actually, you know what? High Tech, you go ahead and go first.
Well, I'll tell you, that was the first time that I was ever able to, that I ever owned an AR. I've possessed one before, but actually never had shot or anything like that. Putting it all together, I mean, all the little, the parts and pieces, the little pins and springs and the way that everything went together and all that. I mean, there was no way I would have been able to do that without Eric guiding me along there as we built it up there in the shop there at Eric's Armory in Sandy. Pretty awesome process, and just all the little the little nuances, oh yeah, here, put this oil here, or put this little, dab of Loctite here, and all those different things. You don't know it without having that expertise of a gunsmith. So, definitely highly recommend it. And then when we actually did the 308 build with Jesse, that was the first time that I was able to work with Jesse on doing, putting together a weapon and all that. And, he definitely knows his shit. That is for sure. That is for sure. And he has all the little, again, they've just got all these little, different things, oh, here, put this little piece of tape here, or again, all those different little hints that, I think what was it? I think I was going to put the trigger in or something like that, and ended up with something backwards, or I don't remember exactly what it was that put on backwards, but put it on there, and we all thought we had it right. And Jesse takes one look at it. He's like, wait a minute. Nope.
Wrong way.
Yep. Turning that around. Oh yeah. It was the, what is it? That, not Geisley. It was that trigger deal.
Hyperfire?
No.
Trigger pins, or the anti-rotation pins from
Yes.
KNS.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was the anti-rotation pins that we had to end up backing out and put in the other direction. So, yeah, like I said, if it was just me doing it on my own, I would have probably thrown it all in there together like that, went to go fire it, and gone, hey, that's not working right.
I don't understand.
I don't understand. This will not stand, man.
Right. No.
Yeah, so
it
it's
will not stand.
so I mean, not only is it a obviously fun to build a weapon and everything like that, it's definitely a learning experience. And now that I've assembled one and helped to assemble another, it definitely has me wanting to build more. So as long as you can have just a little bit of patience to it, you can sure have a lot of fun doing it as well.
Patience is key, and that patience is definitely key. The 300 blackout, my 300 blackout that's in that video, I actually did it completely on my own. After I felt confident enough after the RCF rifle and the tutelage with that, and questions and answers that I've had answered by both Eric and Jesse, and then doing the 308 build, I felt comfortable enough to do it from home on my own, and it gave me something to do for these weekends that we've been having since the coronavirus crap started. So I did actually get out and get my rifle out to shoot it yesterday as well, and I couldn't be happier with it. It's I would say as long as I get better on the trigger, it'll probably fire faster than a cyclic rate of fire at this point. The trigger is ridiculous in it, and it's actually a little scary, to be quite honest. But I think.
Well, how heavy was yours? Did you have it set?
It ranges between 2.8 and 3 pounds.
Oh wow,
That's a hell of a small range.
It has a trigger like my bolt action Aki trigger, but in the AR, it's fast. It's really fast. It'll dump a mag in pretty damn quick. I was shocked at how fast I could zip through a full mag on that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat.
That is pretty neat.
It is definitely
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
Yes, indeed. But guys, please go hit up Eric's Armory. You guys, they are an amazing company, staffed and owned by amazing people. They will treat you like family. If you guys haven't seen the original video that we did with Eric's Armory when I first took over the outdoor segment on the show, go watch it. Eric and Julie will talk to you on the video, and they'll tell you. They'll treat you like family. If you're a veteran, you get discounts. They can order pretty much any part or weapon that you can think of. Right now, things are going to be a little slow, though. I'm just telling you that right now.
Like some people waiting on their 6-hour optic since like forever.
Yeah, and that's part of that's going to be the distribution chains. But you guys be polite, be patient with your gun dealers. Don't have unrealistic expectations right now. Things are getting better. Things are starting to move along, and things are starting to ship out. Starting to be able to find ammunition. Just be patient, guys. And treat your gun dealers with respect. They're doing you a favor by trying to make sure that you can get the stuff that you want right now. So, with that.
Just a quick thing, John, is that I don't have a custom build or anything like that, but I did go through Eric's Armory for one, and they were really great with me and everything, and I still love it and everything, and very, very nice to work with.
Yeah, you got your SCCY 9mm from
yes,
them.
I did.
Actually.
I got my Sky 9.
Nice.
Yes.
So.
I also did my build through them as well.
But yeah, not just doing custom builds or anything like that, but just ordering firearms and everything with the paperwork flow and everything. They're really good about it, and they make sure you understand it.
Absolutely, they're an amazing company. You guys, please, if you're in the area, go check them out. Check out their website, www.ericsarmory.com. Check out their Facebook and Instagram page at Eric's Armory, like I said in the video, and see what they can do for you guys. Like I said, amazing company.
Justin, why don't you tell us about your build?
I know. I was waiting for John to finish up because he just automatically went into sponsor spiel. So
I thought you already talked about your build.
No, I said Josh to go first.
My bad. That's right.
No, you're good, brother. So no, I went in. I did a 300 blackout build with Eric and those guys up there, and that one I went with the M04E14 from Aero Precision, the upper and lower receiver. But the one I went with was the Freedom Edition. So it's really cool because I'm not gonna disclose what the first 4 numbers are of my serial number, but the last 5 are July 4. And that's the way that that Aero Precision set up that edition of Lure Receiver. So that I thought it was either that one or the Yeet Cannon. And I was just like, which one do I want to go with? I was like, no, the July 4 one is more my style.
I almost went with the Yeet Cannon.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's a good humor piece. I almost got one just for as a conversation piece. Just buy the lure and just set it up on the shelf or something as a cool little conversation toy. But I did that. Went with the regular 16.5-inch Aero Precision barrel for it. Originally, I wanted to go with the Faction, the high temp one, but that one was on back order. So I was like, well, all right, gonna have to wait on, gonna have to compromise somewhere. So I went for functionality as well as aesthetics of it. I wanted to have something that was a good quality firearm, but I wanted something that was a little bit more than a regular budget build. So I did that. I went with the lure parts, the lure receiver kit that was put together specifically from Eric's Armory. Mariah, you could probably say something on that one, but I know that you won't because you're the one that got it for me for Christmas. So you have yet to disclose what that is, but I have a pretty good.
Of what I got?
Yeah, for the lower receiver.
What I got you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See my point exactly. So, but
it was a gun part.
Only Eric knows.
Yep.
But anyhow,
are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, the only thing I can think of is probably Aero Precision parts, knowing him. But actually, for the way that the build was being set up, I actually had to go with the pistol length gas tube for it versus the full length. Because I mean, even though it's a 16.5-inch barrel, because of where the gas port was on the barrel, I had to go with the pistol length on it. But went with the M-Lock foregrip and the VG6 Gamma muzzle compensator for the end. And I tell you what, man, put the HPK friggin' buttstock on it with the Armaspec silent buffer, as well as the Magpul grip on it. And I tell you what, dude, I took this thing out, had the mag release, had the foregrip, the handguard, and the buttstock, had all those components taken in, and those were actually Cerakoted by our friends up at Blazing Graphics and out there in Sandy as well. And I tell you what, dude, I took this thing out. It took me a little bit to get the gas tube, get the gas block dialed in on it, because the way, for a lot of you folks that don't know, the 300 Blackout was actually designed to work as a suppressed firing system, as a suppressed weapons platform. So you got to do some serious tinkering around to get it without running a can on it. And I tell you what, though, but once I got it dialed in, it snaps. Oh my God, it snaps. And there's hardly any recoil to it. I mean, it honestly felt like it was less than a, standard 5.56. And I had a ball with it. I mean, it was wicked quick with how fast I was able to go through one mag on it. It took me a little while to get her, get that gas block set. But once I did, it was rocking and rolling. It was a hell of a piece, and I love it. I really do. So thank you again to Eric for helping me go through it and get it all put together. Mariah for helping contribute to the parts of it as a Christmas gift. It is greatly appreciated. And looking forward to taking it out and getting it dialed in more. I'm still waiting on my optic right now from SIG. I went with a Romeo 5 XDR. But apparently they're out of stock and they're back order right now through the distributor. So as soon as those come in, I'll be able to get it. And I at least got my iron size dialed in for the most part. So, but it'll definitely be a fun piece, because I built this one as a brush gun is what I built it for.
Eric would be proud that you used iron sights before optic.
Absolutely. That's the standard. You always dial in your iron sights before you set in your optic. I mean, am I wrong, John?
Not wrong.
That's the way to do it, man. So
this will abide me.
What's that?
This will stand, man.
Exactly. Why? Because if one fails, you always got the other. Iron sights will never let you down. So the batteries will never die. Just saying. Just remember your battle site 0.
Right.
Just saying. So,
And
anyhow, that's all I got.
I see an awesome comment, which, hold that thought for a second. So, Mr. Matthew Jackson says you just got a SIG P320.
Nice. Oh, really, Jesse? Iron sights are for pogues. Ha!
He's up like this.
Says the submarine guy. Listen here, bubblehead.
So P320.
There you go.
Or, well, mine's N17 320, but yeah, I got one of them too. They're pretty neat. Pretty neat little guns. So
They are pretty neat.
that one goes with me pretty much everywhere now. Never thought I'd like a 9mm as much as I like this 320. So, but with that, so yeah, no, guys, check out Eric and Jesse. Go check out what they have. Talk to them. See what they can do for you. Like I said, if they don't have it, they can find it, and they'll make you some pretty good weapons. Okay, just gonna there, hands down. Anyways, with that, you guys. So that takes care of the first segment, unless you guys have anything else to add to it.
No.
All right, okay. Cool. So with that, we're going to move along to a story that I ran across. It's a little bit older, but it was too good to pass up. And I guess it's not terribly old. This happened back in September, and I don't know why I'm just now hearing about this now, but it's pretty funny. And it comes close to being an outdoor dummy of the week in some ways. So with that, I'll get into it. From backpacker.com, man fined for trying to fight grizzly bear.
What?
Humping bears.
Humping bears. Dude, this guy got fined for trying to fight a grizzly bear.
I just want to know how much you had to drink beforehand, how much tequila was involved.
Let's just let this sink in for a moment. This dude taunted and tried to fight a grizzly bear.
Are you crazy?
It sounds interesting when you say it like that. Like,
So like T-Rexy. By God, you ever see me fight a bear, you best jump in and help the bear.
right? So at backpacker.com, they've covered a handful of incidents of bears mauling humans, but a human trying to attack a bear, that's definitely a first.
Get some.
A case involving a man taunting a grizzly bear in Banff National Park finally came to trial last week after the defendant missed 2 previous court dates. The judge fined Devin Mitsuing, who was seen yelling and throwing rocks at a grizzly beside a park road. They fined him 4,000 Canadian dollars, so 4,000 toonies, loonies, whatever the hell they call their silly money. So my question is, I wonder how drunk or high you have to be to start yelling and throwing rocks at a freaking grizzly bear.
Are you off your fucking meds or something?
You're right.
This
You
dude
know,
is
you
fucking
definitely
nuts. I haven't
have to
dropped
have a
that one
few.
yet, so I'm just going to do it now. Yeah, so according to witnesses, Mitsuing and a companion pulled over beside the ice fields parkway and began shouting at the grizzly on June 5th. Wow, they did this back in 2015, but it's just now coming to fruition. That's why we didn't hear about it.
Gotcha.
Photographs of the incident show the distance between Mitsuing and the bear to be no more than a handful of yards. Then Mitsuing removed his shirt. What the? This just gets better. This dude removed his shirt and then assumed a boxing stance, taunting the bear. Mitsuing, who police said was intoxicated, eventually began to run at the bear, which fled into the woods.
Didn't have a safety brief.
No, he did not have a safety
So,
brief.
This falls into the category of stupid human tricks, where people out of sync with nature put themselves and wildlife at risk for a coveted selfie or photo with a bear, said biologist Tom Smith. According to Smith, who studied human-bear interactions over 2 decades, such an incident could lead to the person becoming seriously injured and the bear being killed as a result. Or if not killed, the bear may repeat this behavior with other unsuspecting persons who simply pulled over to take a photo and now suffer the repercussions. Go ahead. Go on.
What? Okay, so
Humping bears.
so okay, so apparently, if the bear thinks it's all right, or if another person thinks it's all right to try and take a selfie with the bear, that bear's gonna jack him up because the dude before that tried to take a selfie with the bear decided to scrap with the bear. So the bear's gonna take it as, hey, this person, they're gonna take a picture, they're gonna try picking a fight. I'm just gonna get it done and over with now. So I mean, it's
You gotta run like hell.
I mean, it's just,
Pretty
really?
much.
I mean, because here's the thing about it. Didn't hear like a year ago, we covered a story about a dude in like India or Thailand or something like that was trying to take a selfie with a bear and wound up getting himself killed from it.
You know, I don't remember.
I think John or Josh, didn't we cover something like that here a while back?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I was talking about people, guys trying to take selfies with bears and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't it like a year or so ago we covered a story about a guy in like Thailand or India or something?
No, it was
that
actually
tried to take a selfie with a bear and
Yeah.
got killed over it.
Yeah, so actually we've covered it a couple times or a couple different stories about it. There was one in Yellowstone or something that was, I think we covered that a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But actually more recently we had one that we had gone over where we had a guy that had actually, I'm trying to remember exactly where it was, but he actually had kind of walked out, had gone beyond the rails or whatever where you're supposed to be, and there was a bunch of bears basically out in the river fishing, and he was going out there and he was taunting them and all that kind of stuff and got
I think that was
fined.
up in Alaska where that one was at.
I don't think it was Alaska, but yeah.
How fucking stupid do you have to be? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Give me the boot. Yeah. Some people's kids, man. I'm telling you.
Moral of the story: don't try to take selfies with bears.
Don't fuck with the wildlife. This is going in the safety brief this evening. Don't fuck with the wildlife, okay?
Well said. John. Well said.
Just saying. Or else you might get humped by a humping bear. So,
Humping
money
bears.
from,
Like a humping bear.
let me finish the article up real quick. Money
Go
from
ahead.
suing's $4,000 fine will go towards Canada's Environmental Damages Fund, which fund conservation and environmental restoration projects. Although the bear didn't pay him any attention, fortunately, the judge did, and he threw the book at this shirtless ninja. Not sure what I could say other than the score. Bear 1, human 0.
Oh my
Dude, this
god!
guy's a dum-dum. Like, he's kind of a dummy of the week, too, even though this is
Dummy
supposed
of
to
the year.
But, dude, he is lucky. He's lucky the bear could turn around and be like, I'm going to crush you. You know?
I'm a burger.
I'm Bear Gur. I'm going to eat you, Gur. Like, if you've ever played Cabela's Big Game Hunter, you know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Bear Gur. Just bear come
Bear
out of the
Gur.
door and says, surprise, cockfags. Like, I'm going to eat you. So, yeah, this dude's a Class A dum-dum, and he definitely needs gum or something. I don't know. He's pretty dumb. So, with that is all I have.
You give me gum.
Oh my Lord Almighty!
But that's all I got
Wow.
this evening, guys. Please, like I said before, go check out Eric's Armory. That's all I'm going to say with that one. Go buy a ticket for the G4S rifle. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on a chance to win that rifle. It is going to be an amazing rifle for whoever wins it.
Hey, John.
Stop asking me if you can shoot the rifle.
John.
No.
Matt Crosby wants to know what about squirrels? Since you can't mess with bears, he wants to know, can he mess with squirrels?
You do you, man. If you want to abide with the squirrels, let the dude abide with the squirrels, man.
Squirrel.
Just gonna put it out there. Just don't fuck with the wildlife.
Just remember, squirrels have sharp teeth.
Oh my God!
Really bitey.
Lead style. Let me wink. Carl.
Let me wink, squirrel.
Anyhow, so and speaking of our friends up at Eric's Armory, Jesse, just a quick notification. I actually had somebody message me here just a minute ago trying to buy tickets for the G4S rifle and saying that checkout is disabled for some reason. So may want to check on that. Just a quick heads up. So yeah, exactly. So that we can get that technical issue figured out.
Actually, I don't know. Is Jesse still in the woods or is he?
He was just commenting along here just a second ago. He's the one who made the comment, iron sights are for pogues. Really?
I understand that, but I talked to him yesterday, and he was in the woods when I talked to him. So, and that was on Facebook. So he has service where he's at if he's still in the woods. Jesse, are you in the woods? Answer in the comments.
Yeah, right. So anyhow, just a quick heads up for you guys. So anyhow, all right. Well, thank you, John. Do you appreciate it?
Yes, sir.
Now if I can only get my head back in the game.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Right. You've seemed to have an issue with that lately.
Especially today for some reason. I don't know what it is. I think it's just a bunch of stuff going on. It's got me all sidetracked and flustered.
Stir crazy.
Yeah, something. So anyhow, let's go ahead and move into our next segment, shall we there, High Tech?
Absolutely.
All right, hit it, good sir.
We hope you brought the aloe and sunscreen.
Bullshit.
Because these takes are scorching hot. Now, get ready for some raw,
You want it raw?
gritty, and unfiltered takes from the old man, Don himself.
She can't say the truth because if it does, makes her look like an idiot. Because that's what she is.
These are Pop's Takes, right here on BB Nation Radio.
Bullshit.
Well, first off, Pops, here's to you, good sir.
Here's to you, and the whole group of you, and BB Nation and all.
All right, we'll take a pull off the bottle for that one. So, what you got in your mind? What's blazing in the back of your mind? I know you're watching the Trump town hall here just a few minutes ago.
I tried to get through there, but they were so busy that I never got in to get my question in. And my question was very simple. Why in the hell, if the people out here out of work or on furloughs and all that aren't getting any checks, why in the hell can our Congress or House of Representatives sit there at home doing nothing and drawing their paychecks? That just infuriates me. They should not have to get their check any more than anybody else should. But there was a whole lot. And then one gal called in, one of the viewers that they asked one of the questions, was so dumb. She says, why did you, President, wait so long to do anything about the coronavirus? You believe that? Now, he did it before they even wanted him to do anything. Everybody called him an idiot and a racist and pandemic medic and all that kind of crap. And they don't have any idea what they're talking about. They just want to try and make somebody look bad that they don't know what's going on. They're stupid.
I would agree with that one.
Stupid.
But he had a lot of good comments tonight, and he talked about a lot of stuff. But they're trying to get people back to work in different areas. Like he even mentioned Oregon once that they're quite low with all their deaths and all that kind of stuff. They've responded quite well, and they should be able to start opening up a little bit. Of course, our governor don't want any, but the one governor that he was pretty hard on.
And, you mean the supreme leader across the river?
No. He talked about Inslee a little bit.
Yeah, again, the supreme leader from across the river.
But the one that he really went after,
Gretchen,
was
Gretchen out of Michigan.
Right. And I can't think of anybody who deserves it more than she does. You know, a guy was they were telling me about a guy on news they were talking to him, and he had a second home up in the woods, okay, away from everybody, and he wanted to go up and move up there until all this stuff was over with. He wasn't working. They laid off and all that kind of stuff. And she said, if you go, we're going to give you a $5,000 fine. You're not going there. You're going to it's against the law.
What?
I says, what? But that is the honest to God truth. She would not let him go to his second home because it was not
His primary.
his primary home. But I would.
That was a statewide thing that they did that she imposed.
I mean,
Yeah, and how many people got in an uproar about that one up at the state capitol with all these protests and stuff that they've been doing in Lansing?
they're furious about all this stuff. I mean, she's gone overboard. I mean, yes, we have to be safe. We have to, you get out in the public, wear a mask, or gloves, or whatever. Keep your hands away from your face if you touch something. But she's going overboard. I mean, that's not just being safe.
Well, it's
that's
not
being
just
stupid.
it's not just that. It's not just Gretchen. It's a whole lot of other governors throughout a lot of different states right now.
They're trying to take away your liberties.
Exactly.
Your civil liberties that are built into the Constitution. They're taking them all, trying to take them all away. Even like AOC says, well, this is a good deal. Everybody's learning how to live without the aircraft and about all this other stuff, so we don't need fossil fuel.
Oh my God. Well, yeah,
Can you believe this?
Yeah, she's about freaking 5 years short of a six-pack anyhow.
Well,
But that's besides the point right now. I mean,
You know what I'd like to say to AOC? Why don't you shut up and go get me a beer, bar wench?
Very true.
she couldn't find it.
Right? Oh, even freaking Terrell, our buddy Terrell Dactyl over there says Evers is an idiot governor here in Wisconsin. So, yeah, you know what's funny though is I haven't really heard a whole lot of what's going on out of Wisconsin aside from what I've heard little tidbits of here and there, but nothing too extreme like places like what Michigan's doing or some other states throughout the country. So, I mean, it's now that the caveat to that though is like how we're because I know I can't stand Fear Brown. Here, I don't call her Governor Brown. I call her Fear Brown because she's so power drunk here in the state. It's not even funny.
Well, she's drunk too.
Oh, dude, yeah. But that's neither here nor there. We'll let the viewers decide what they want to decide. But the fact that she extended the emergency order, and this is a big thing a lot of people seem to forget about, is that she extended her initial emergency order dated for March 7th. 20-03 was the initial executive order that she signed, placing the state of Oregon in a state of emergency. Now she has added on, the shutdown deals and everything else into the order itself. The biggest thing that a lot of people keep talking about, as a prime example, is that she's just what was the word? She's just extending the state of emergency. She's not keeping things closed down or anything else. Au contraire, because she is extending that order, everything else that she has put into place under that is extended along with it, because none of that stuff has been canceled. According to her, according to the executive orders that she's put out. Now, according to the Oregon State Constitution, what she has to do is that there has to be a special legislative session in order for the legislature to approve said extensions past 30 days. That hasn't happened because where's our state legislators at? They're at home. They're not going into work. So she's playing.
Why would they? They're still drawing their paychecks.
Right? So, I mean, it's a weird thing to me. I don't understand it, why they're still able to do that. So, Pops, you got anything you want to comment on with that?
No, it's the same old thing, day in and day out. And like AOC says, well, you don't have to go to work to get paid. We're just going to pay you. But we're not going to give you enough to live on.
Right.
Well, that is unless you're self-employed, because most of the self-employed people haven't been getting paid at all.
Yeah, exactly.
They're supposed to get that $600 or whatever, but with, at least in this state, it's so backed up that that claims aren't even getting through, and they're not doing anything about them.
Well, the thing about it is that right now they're taking, like, as an example, here in the state of Oregon, what they're doing right now is that the Oregon Unemployment Agency division, what they're doing is they're taking calls from, what was it, from 6 in the morning or 7 in the morning to 5 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And right now, or excuse me, 10 o'clock at night right now. So they're working on extended hours during the week as far as receiving calls. They're processing, however, they're still processing 7 days a week right now.
Well, they should be.
Allegedly. So according to what the
okay.
what the state's putting out. So, however, are we seeing a result of that? Not really, considering the fact that you got people that are sitting going, "Where's my shit?" Oh, it's still being processed. Okay, well, that was like a month ago that I put in my claim, and still haven't been able to get anything because I've been laid off of work all this time.
I guess Washington started having problems too, I heard.
Oh, starting? They're only starting to have problems?
No, they were going fine before. Everybody was getting the checks out and all that kind of stuff. Everything was working for unemployment. And but I heard recently they've started to get backed up now, and they're starting to see problems. Not nearly like Oregon, but still problems.
Right. Let's see, Matthew Jackson commented, Oregon, Washington, California, Colorado, and one other state are calling the Western Pac. Look it up. Oh, yeah. So it's, it's definitely this whole pack thing. And it's bad because Governor or Fuhrer Brown, excuse me, I got to use the correct terminology here because of the way she's playing it out, is that she didn't do this extension. She was, talking about getting things reopened and everything else, within certain counties and everything, until, who was it? Was it Governor Newsom down there in California said, no, we're going to keep things closed off for this much longer. Then what happens? The very next day, what does Kate Brown do? She extends her emergency declaration after everybody was getting all amped up like, yes, finally we can start getting something going again.
Well,
and they decided to pull that one.
You realize she's in the middle of Washington and California.
It doesn't matter.
But
it shouldn't matter.
But she says she's going to be in coalition with them on whatever they do. But she has no concept about the difference in the three states.
No, she doesn't. The only correlation she has is that she's, hails from Portland, and Portland is pretty much just Seattle miniature and Los Angeles miniature put together, and is a friggin' cesspool anymore.
That's the only people she's worried about is Portland and Salem and Eugene, and maybe Albany. That's it.
I wouldn't say so much as Albany.
Not but possibly.
But I get where you're going with it, though. I get where you're going with it.
What about the rest of the state? What about the people in Eastern Oregon and the people in the Central Oregon?
I'll tell you right now, in Eastern Oregon, she doesn't give a damn about us, and she's actually made that abundantly clear numerous times. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about Bend. She doesn't care about Redmond. She doesn't care about Prineville, especially, or Madras. She doesn't give a shit. Which is why,
or Ontario, or Pendleton.
Right. Well, I can't speak for Pendleton LeGrand. I can speak for what I know because in Prineville, because I know county commissioners in Prineville and county judges in Prineville that deal with the governor's office, and she legitimately does not care about Eastern Oregon. She doesn't care.
She's been on record more than once saying she's just like, look, I was elected to represent the Democrats of this state. No, you weren't, you basic bitch. You were elected to represent the state as a whole, not just one party.
But it's not.
But she doesn't see it that way.
But she's not just wanting to represent just the Democrats. There's a lot of Democrats don't agree with her. She is the AOC type Democrats is what she's after.
Right.
And that's what she wants to support. And she thinks that's her future. But it's not. It's going to come up pretty soon. One way or another, people are going to get wise, and they're going to be gone.
Well, they're going to revolt here before too much longer. Things keep going the way they are. That's not me trying to encourage it. That's just me calling it like it is. I mean, the writing's on the wall.
Well, you see more every day.
Yeah, exactly. You take a look at what's happening throughout the country. You take a look at what's happening, in Michigan, what they're doing back there. You take a look at, Missouri is another one. Kentucky's another one. Hell, even here in Oregon, they were doing it down in Salem here yesterday.
Yeah.
As a prime example, they were freaking standing on the Capitol steps. It's people are getting fed up, and they understand that yes, COVID-19 is an issue. Is it as big of an issue as what the mainstream media and a lot of the powers that be in government want us to believe it is? No, I don't believe that. Now, excuse me, caveat to that though. Do I believe in placing the vulnerable at risk? No. Do I want to see them get sick? No. However, when you have a disease that has a 99.1% survivability rate, that's more than even what the friggin' basic flu is.
Exactly.
Is at this point, and that has been proven to be more contagious and more dangerous than what COVID-19 is, essentially. And I'm sorry, but there was a wise founding father that made the statement, and this is the one thing that people seem to forget. As an American, I take my liberties very, very seriously, and I know you do too.
Oh, yes, sir.
But there was a quote that they said, "Those that trade their liberties for security deserve neither."
I agree.
And you know who that was? That was Jefferson.
Yeah.
That was Thomas Jefferson that said that. And you know what? I couldn't agree more.
I agree totally with it. And I'm probably one of those that are right in the middle of the ones that are supposed to be at risk.
Yeah, because of your lung issues and everything else. I mean, you only have 10% on one side that they
10%
said?
10% of each side.
Oh, each side, excuse me. Yeah, when you found that out, docs gave you 2 years tops?
Yeah.
Here you are, 10 years later?
15.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, 15 years later.
Yeah. I'm just too damn ornery to die, is what
I
my
believe
wife
that.
says.
Yeah, I
no shit.
I figured that'd come out of you, HT.
Called you out.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, I know you too well, son.
Yeah, you do, Pops. Yeah, you do.
But yeah, it's we've got to realize that people have to have their liberties, and you just can't shut everybody down. Like I heard today, they got so many things that are curing this stuff. So far, it looks like. And
I wouldn't say so much as cure. I would say more treat it.
Well, they got a new one that came out today, or they're talking about today, and that's that room. It's Circular.
Remdesivir.
Yeah. What John said.
And they're really proving that to be very exceptionally doing well at curing this stuff, or people aren't dying from it because they have that medicine. And now they're saying that they figure out within, by the end of the year, they'll have a vaccination for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the fastest they've ever come up where they've ever had a vaccination that fast for a serious disease. It's like HIV or, SARS or any of that stuff.
Right.
But I guess, I kind of figure that I get my shots every year I have pneumonia shots. I have the SARS shots. I have the
Black Velvet shots.
Yeah, hey, I have a lot of those. That what helps, okay? That keeps me going.
They say alcohol kills the virus.
Well, they said you're supposed to keep it purified, don't they?
Something like that.
And that's what they use is alcohol, right? To sanitize?
Yeah, it makes sense to me. I mean,
Anyhow, yeah, it's just one of those things that I try to be protective and careful with myself, but I'm not going to give up on my liberties for it. Ain't no way. What is life worth living without our liberties? I mean, it's not worth that.
It is very true.
Nothing. My life without liberties and my things I fought and my brothers died for and all that, and many of your brothers died for.
Yep.
Without those liberties that they all fought for and our way of life, life isn't worth living without it. So if it takes my life to do that, hey, I was willing to give it up 30, 40 years ago, 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell wouldn't I be ready to now?
Just very true. Rather die a free man than live on your knees, right?
That's right.
And I'm waiting for Josh to make a comment about it, but that's besides the point.
Oh, I was thinking about it.
Yeah, see, I told you.
Yeah, you go ahead, but I mean, I just have to say it the way I feel it. And I've always tried to be honest with you guys all the time, and that's exactly what I think about all the time.
Except for when you want to stick it where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, you're gonna think where the sun don't shine. Boy. I'll catch up with you.
Oh, wow! Better watch out now.
Yeah.
You realize that your time is coming.
Oh shit!
Sooner or later.
Here we go.
I just mark it up, chalk it up, and there'll be a time. It'll come around.
All right, old man. All right.
What they always say, what goes around comes around.
Oh.
And don't you forget it.
Don't I know it?
Fair enough. Fair enough. So,
all
anyhow,
right.
To all your audience out there and everything, I want to wish them well, and God bless them all through this coronavirus thing and all that. And remember your liberties and stick with it, guys. You all deserve it. Your friends, your brothers, your sisters, and all of them fought and died for our liberties, and we're going to keep it no matter what.
My God. All right, Pops. Well, thank you very much, sir.
And here's to it. Here's to all of them.
Oh, hang on,
all our brothers and sisters.
Here's to it.
And by the way, Mom, I think that I better watch my backside, not just my back. So just so you know.
Oh, wow. Sounds like a threat from Pops, Josh.
That may not be where you need to watch.
Oh, whoa. Boop. Anyhow, moving right on along.
Good night, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a good
one. All right.
All right.
Night, Pops.
Good night.
Thank you, Pops, once again. All right. So we're going to get ready to go ahead and move things right along into our next segment known as Dummy of the Week. Hit it, good sir.
I'll spell it for you. D-U-M-M-Y. Shut up, dummy. You big dummy. For every man, there's a woman. And for every dummy, there's a dummy. Dummy.
And now, your Dummy of the Week on BV Nation Radio.
Okay, all right. Well, as soon as Mariah finishes getting set back up here.
I'm sorry, it takes me a minute when we have to switch out and everything. Justin said he's going to take my first story.
Well, that way you get set up. Anyhow, go ahead.
So,
I even got it right here on the computer screen for you already.
Thank you. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy right now with all the corona stuff going on. But anyways, here we go. So, I get that. Pose of underage kids steal 46 cars from 13 dealerships because they were bored. Just because they were bored.
Just because we're bored.
Dibs.
Don't know what happened. You gotta enlarge that for me. I can't see.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm sorry. There we go. Don't know. Yes, I am, John. Thanks. Don't know what's happening in the Carolinas, but the Tidewater region must be dealing with some hardcore coronavirus lockdown boredom. 3 months ago, police in Columbia, South Carolina, warned residents a new Snapchat challenge among kids to take as many selfies in stolen cars as possible.
Oh, no.
Another group of kids around Winston-Salem, North Carolina, might have taken that as a seed, skipping the selfies, but keeping the car theft. A story in the Charlotte Observer explained that starting March 17th, 19 kids from the ages of 9 to 16 broke into 13 dealerships 20 times, hitting some stores more than once, to steal 46 cars worth $1.1 million.
Yeah, but that was sticker price.
The crew didn't discriminate, swiping new cars and cars in for service that included 8 makes: Audi, Chevy, of course, Ford, Honda, Lexus, Subaru, Toyota, and Volvo.
Wait, they didn't steal any Dodges? What the hell?
Yeah. Apparently they didn't meet the quota.
There's no Chrysler on there at all. What the hell?
Anyhow.
As the driver deliberately put it, Peter Pan meets Grand Theft Auto appears to have started among the smaller number among the 19. Some of them have already known the authorities as repeat offenders. It goes on to tell you that what they did on the joyrides and that they have to record 40 of the 46 cars and known who allegedly stole them. The detectives can't arrest the suspects since the kids are minors. The police need custody orders from
the Forsyth
County Department of Juvenile Justice when the kids will be held.
That's some bullshit.
Right? Only the arrest of, so far... What? I'm trying to skim through this. It's like a really long article, okay?
Okay.
Never mind. I'll let you read it. Go ahead. Justin's going to take over reading the rest of the article.
Go ahead.
You will respect my authority.
All right, fine. Detectives have recovered 40 of the 46 cars and know who allegedly stole them, but the detectives can't arrest the suspects since the kids are minors. The police need custody orders from the Forsyth County Department of Juvenile Justice, where the kids would be held. The police department release said detectives have sought and thus far have denied secure custody orders without saying why. The Journal said the North Carolina Department of Public Safety is trying to decrease the number of youth in detention during the coronavirus pandemic by utilizing electronic monitoring instead. The only arrest so far is a 19-year-old who wound up with one of the cars and was charged with possession of a stolen vehicle. Taken into custody on March 25th, he sits in the Forsyth County Detention Center. In the meantime, detectives say the investigation is ongoing. But with the gang of 19 still free, all the police captain could add was, I'm hoping that we get this investigation progressed to the point where we can get this stopped. End of article. So basically, the kids are trying to play Gone in 60 Seconds, is what it sounds like.
Or Grand Theft Auto.
This is totally a Gone in 60 Seconds movie.
Absolutely.
They're just like 4 shy away from the 50.
For sure.
But this is like Broke Man's Gone in 60 Seconds.
Right. You know what I got to say? Like freaking the whole Snapchat game starting that way. Like, oh yeah, you go ahead and try to pose in my vehicle and
You're right.
You're gonna be sending Snapchat pictures with a 9mm in your mouth or a 40 or something.
Snapchat getting next snap.
Start that pistol, bitch.
You cripple bitch.
The sad thing is that their kids are so young aged that they're starting out a really bad reputation, and the parents aren't doing much about it. It doesn't sound like, or the parents can't at this time. And what's their track record going to be like later in life if they're doing this now?
The thing about it is their freaking ages from 9 to 16. What is a 9-year-old doing trying to boost cars?
Exactly.
What in the actual ass is going on?
What type of track record are they
Those are the fall kids, man. The older brothers and sisters are the ones that are the brains behind that. The young ones are just the fall kids. I'm telling you right now.
They must be the ones that, they bust the windows, and they're the ones that are getting boosted up into actually opening the cars up for the older kids, I'm guessing. Or at least to get them inside the building to where they can get to the cars.
Did your parents have any children that lived? Sir, yes, sir. I bet they regret that. You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece.
Oh, my
Thank you, Jenny.
God. That is just, wow.
High Tech, do you have anything on this?
I think I just said it with my sound clips.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think you have another story you were going to do, though.
I do have another story for this week for Dummy of the Week. I couldn't choose between the two, so. Second story here is, title reads, man arrested after mistakenly depositing 2 bags of cocaine at bank.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Damn, bro.
David Pangelo, 34, faces charges after an incident at a drive-through bank. A man was arrested after he mistakenly deposited 2 bags of cocaine with his cash at the teller at a Colorado bank.
Woohoo!
David
Jade?
Jade.
34, was at the drive-through bank in Jefferson County on Friday when he attempted to deposit cash through a tube, according to the sheriff department. Included with the cash was allegedly
2 bags.
2 bags of cocaine.
Oh
Don't forget the snorting cocaine.
White lightning.
The teller immediately called the authorities about the suspected drugs were deposited. According to the sheriff's office, Pangolo did not intend to deposit the cocaine, only the cash. Additional drugs were located in his car, and he was booked on pending charges and released, the sheriff's office said. It is unclear what charges Pangolo will face after being released from the police custody, but officials warn residents against drug use. Moral of the story, don't do drugs. Also, the bank cannot store your drugs for you, the sheriff's office said to the Facebook page.
Drugs are bad, man.
It's...
So you can't make deposits at banks?
You can't deposit your drugs into the bank is what they're saying.
But you can deposit sperm at the bank. So why can't you deposit drugs?
If you have I bet if you have a safety deposit,
I
bet if you have a safety deposit box, you can deposit your coke in the bank. Because you do that yourself. You don't have to show the guard what you're depositing in your safety deposit box. So why didn't bro do that?
I don't know, but it's just like
it's a legitimate question, really.
It is.
Sorry, go ahead, Mariah. I'm sorry.
it makes you wonder if the cocaine was in his cash. Was he a dealer? Makes you wonder. Otherwise, why would the cocaine be with the cash?
Chances are, over under on that, probably yes.
Yeah.
Jade's over here like, I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
When I saw her comment saying that, all I could think of was, what's that Adam Sandler movie where he's in jail, but doing the football game?
Oh, The Longest Yard.
Oh, yeah.
Longest Yard, and during the game, the prisoner in the prison section going, I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Imagine what the guy thought after it was done. Like, where'd that go? Oh, shit.
Like, oh, shit.
And knowing that he couldn't get away because they have all of his information.
I just been on the horn with the with whoever the teller was. Be like, hey, I tell you what, we'll make a deal. Just keep the money. Give me the coke back, and we'll go about our ways. You know.
Like, how much money was it though? Like, how much money?
Yeah, it doesn't say in the article though. That's the thing.
But I was just like, really? Or like, if it was one of those tube vacuum deposit things, I don't know what you call them. Did it get sucked out of his hand or something? I don't know.
Terrell cocaine isn't legally recognized tender.
It is in Colombia.
You're right. Depends on what part of town you're in. I'm just saying.
Yep.
In Bogota.
Cocaine.
Roadhouse.
Don't do it.
Who
Don't
the fuck
take it to the
knows?
bank.
Oh, drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad, okay? Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you, Mariah, for this week's Dummies of the Week, we should say. So, yeah, exactly. So, anyhow, wrapping things up, we're going to go ahead and start our closing comments to wrap up the show for this evening. So, Mariah, what do you got?
I think you're pretty neat.
I'm not pretty neat. John's pretty neat because he's the one that has to look pretty. Anyways,
Fair enough.
I feel so pretty. So pretty.
Don't do drugs. Don't take them to the bank to store them because you will get caught. And try and get out and about, even if it's in your own yard. Enjoy the sunshine when it's out and about, and if you can. Other than that, have a great week and stay safe out there.
All righty. John, what say you, my brother?
Josh, hit the music. You know what time it is.
Safety
All right, guys, weekly safety brief. Don't be your wives, don't be your husbands, don't be your children. If you're stuck at home with your significant other, don't murder each other. And always,
Wrap it, don't wrap it.
latex saves paychecks. Also, don't mess with the wildlife. Humping bears are a real possibility if you mess with the wildlife. Just saying. Guys, get out there, enjoy the outdoors, be courteous to each other, be nice to each other, be nice to your gun dealers. Don't try to deposit your cocaine in the bank. They will arrest you. With that, guys, let me know any suggestions that you have for upcoming content that you want to see. And reach out. If you're in a dark place, reach out, talk to somebody.
There you go. Josh, what say you, brother?
I say that I am really ready for this group get together. Of course, maintaining our 6-foot social distance.
And it's less than 10.
And yes.
It's less than 10.
Sure. I really need the human interaction away from work, because work is work and fun is fun. So I'm really excited for that. I'm actually excited I'll get to see John on Wednesday. So I'll be out that direction there in good old Pride, Kentucky. And just so everybody knows, though, Facebook may go down because I'm going to probably flip off all the Facebook buildings when I'm out there. So just so you know. But
he's going to pull a J-Dub.
Yeah, pretty much. So anyways, be good out there, people. Have a great one. And we will see you next week.
All right. So like these guys all said, be good to yourselves, be good to each other.
And party on, dudes.
Yeah, party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth.
There we go. So yes. So, and thank you once again to our friends and our sponsors over at Eric's Armory and ericsarmory.com, as well as our buddy Tiny over at Tiny CB Shop for all your Squawk Box work. Thank you to you guys for all tuning in. We do appreciate it. You guys help make this show a success, as well as everything we do here on Backwoods Veterans Media. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and click the little bell there down below so that way you know when we go live, as well as when we upload new content here onto the channel. Don't forget, tune in Tuesday night over on the Spreaker app side of the house for the Fence Line Country. That is live at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, where you can hang out with yours truly and whoever else may be. Got a crossover in the works. Hopefully here sometime within the next couple of weeks, we'll be doing a gig with our buddy DJ Glenn from over there at the Hillbilly Highway once again. If you missed it the last time, you're not going to want to miss it this time, because it is a hell of a time with that guy. So anyhow, do appreciate y'all tuning in. I will talk to you guys on Tuesday night or on the Fence Line. And in the meantime, have a great week, everybody. Thank you very much. Much love. Have a good week, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
This has been another episode of BV Nation Radio here on Backwoods Veterans Media.